Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Craftmas Day 4. In today's video, I am going to be making two different types of ornaments using puzzle pieces. So let's get into the video. Okay, so we're going to start right here in Design Space. I'm going to go over to Images and I need puzzle pieces, but I do have them already bookmarked. So I'm going to come here and then click on bookmarked and then click on that again. And here are a few puzzle pieces that I selected, but the first one I want to use is this one. And I'm going to come up here to where it says flip and flip horizontally. I also want to change the color of this puzzle piece. So I'm going to come here to the color box, change it to this navy blue color. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a text box. I actually need two, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it twice. In my first box, I am going to be typing the lions. And then in this next one, I'm going to type den. That is just a little thing that my family, that's our family thing. It's been that since we've been a family, we just say we are the Lion's Den. So I want to change the font to the Lion's Den. So I'm going to click on the lions, come up to the font drop down box. Then I'm going to type in the name of the font I want, which is BFC Hello Babe, and it's right here. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to change it here. All right, so now our font is what I want it to be. I'm going to bring this up and change the color. I'm going to change this to like a gray because ultimately I'm going to be using silver vinyl here. So I'm going to click on this gray. And I also want to resize my puzzle piece. So I'm going to change my puzzle piece to 3.5 for the width, and it'll automatically change the height. I'm also going to change the size of my font. So I'm going to click on here where it says the lions, and I'm going to come to font size and change it to 54 and do the same for den. All right, and then I'm gonna just place it. So this is where I want this to be. Oh, den didn't change. Hold on, let me, 54, there we go. All right, so far this is basically what this ornament is going to look like. There's only a couple more things I want to do to this. So I'm going to click on the puzzle piece itself and hit duplicate because I do want multiple cuts of this. And actually I'm going to click on duplicate again, but this time I'm going to change the color to white and duplicate it 3 more times. So I'll have 4 of these and 2 blue ones. That's all we have to do for this first ornament. So I'm going to group these 4 white ones, and for the moment I'm going to hide them. I'm also going to group all of this and I'm gonna hide it. Okay, so for our second ornament, I'm gonna come back over to images and go here again to bookmark and then grab the other 2 puzzle pieces. So we have our 2 puzzle pieces. I'm going to work with one at a time. So I'm going to move this black one over to the side. I'm going to bring the orange one over, and first thing I'm going to do is change the size. So I want to change the width to 0.5 and then the color to white. Since my canvas is white, I'll work with the navy. What I want to do is duplicate that. So I'm going to click on it. I need 10 of these. So I'm actually going to duplicate it 10 times, although that will leave me with 11, but I do want that extra one. So I'm going to duplicate this 10 times. Okay, I have all 10, and then I'm just want to put them in a straight line horizontally. Okay, so I have the 10 of them. Clearly this line is not straight, so I'm gonna drag over all of them. I'm gonna come to a line and align top, then go to align again and click on distribute horizontally. So now it's even, and then I want to attach them. Now that I've attached it, I want to duplicate it because I want 20 of these pieces. And then I am going to attach these and then duplicate this 3 times. And all I'm going to do from here is change the color. So this is going to be white. This one will be that darker gray. And then this one will be this light blue. And that's it. That's what I wanted to do for these. And ultimately, I am going to do the exact same thing for this. So I will not walk you through that. It will be the same process, same amount, same colors. Okay, but I am going to resize this one. So I want to bring it down and put it to 0.6. There we go. Okay, so now I have both of these. So this is what this will look like. There is another element to this ornament. So from here, I want to grab a text box. So I'm going to click on text and then type the letter M. And then I want to change the font before I do anything else. So I'm going to come here, go to system, because the font that I'm going to use is downloaded into my computer. And then I'm going to type impact. All right. And then I'm going to duplicate this 3 times and change the letter. So this one will be V. This one is an N and a D. All right. And these are just my family's initials. I'm going to align top. I'm going to bring them over. We don't need them to be that far apart. And the only thing I want to do with these is just change the size of them. So I'm going to change the width of each of them to 0.5. Okay, so all of them are sized appropriately. I'm going to change the color to white. And I'm going to attach them, duplicate it, and then change this color to navy. And the only other thing that will go on this ornament is the vinyl that will go on the front. And I already have that created, so I'll just let you see it. And this is what the front of the ornament will look like. Together, we make a family. And if you're interested, I can put the font information down in the description box. So from here, we're ready for the Cricut to do all the work. So I'm going to click on Make. Okay, so we are on the mat screen. As you can see, there are 7 different mats here, and that's mainly because I'm cutting 2 different types of material. I'll be cutting cardstock and vinyl. Although I am cutting the same colors of both materials, I didn't want them to be on the same mat. So I am going to make a little bit of adjustments, just move things over a little bit. I won't have you watch all of that, but then I'm going to click on continue so we can go to the next screen. Okay, so from here, I am going to be using several settings. For my white cardstock, I'm going to be using the heavy cardstock. I'm also going to be using the premium vinyl for my vinyl, and then also the light cardstock for the lighter weight cardstock. So once everything is cut, I will see you at my craft desk. Okay, as you saw in the previous clips, the puzzle pieces have been cut. We will get to those soon, but I want to start with this ornament first. Of course, I'm going to start by weeding the vinyl, then using transfer tape to apply the vinyl to the cardstock. Originally, I planned to use the paper transfer tape to protect the cardstock, but I was having a hard time getting the vinyl to adhere to the paper transfer tape. That's when I decided to go with traditional transfer tape. However, I did put the tape on my sleeve to remove some of the tack before applying it to the vinyl. The vinyl will be applied to one of the blue cardstock pieces. Then I will begin the process of assembling the ornament. The 4 white puzzle pieces were cut to add strength and stability to the ornament. I'm going to glue the 4 pieces to the blue puzzle piece, which will be the back of the ornament. I'm going to use this beacon zip dry glue to attach the first 2 pieces, then repeat until the last white piece has been glued. Next, I'm going to use adhesive dots to add another layer of dimension to the ornament. Adding all of these dots did take a while, but I knew I was going to love the results, so it was worth it. Once all the dots were on, I added the top layer of the ornament. This is looking good so far. The very last thing I'm going to do for the ornament is add a ribbon to the back so it can be hung. This is how the first ornament turned out. It looks really good. So let's move on to the next one. Let's work on the second one. I have all 4 colors of the puzzle pieces back in the camera along with this clear ornament from the Dollar Tree. Before I do anything, I need to clean it with rubbing alcohol. To keep the ornament stable while I work on it, I'm going to use my cup cradle for support. Then weed the vinyl. Now that I'm done weeding, I'm going to apply the text to the ornament. I found it a bit easier to apply the middle first, then slowly work my way to the outer edges. Now that we have the design on the outside of the ornament, I can begin filling the ornament with the puzzle pieces. The initials you saw me type in Design Space will also go inside of the ornament with the puzzle pieces because together we are family. Putting the letters inside without really being able to see them amongst the rest of the pieces is just knowing you have something special hidden on the inside. Here is where you can decide if you want to add a ribbon for hanging purposes or just use an ornament hook to hang it on the tree. I haven't decided yet. Here's what it looks like, and I love that you can see all the colors of the cardstock and that this became a shaker ornament. Here's one last look at both of the ornaments. One that is a paper craft with a little bit of vinyl and a shaker ornament filled with cardstock and love. One other thing you could do is add glitter to the inside of the ornament. I hope you all enjoyed today's video and that it made you excited to make your own ornaments. Before you go, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment down below, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss any of the 12 days of Craftmas videos. Until tomorrow, later CV crew.